Well, we're back at RestoMoto, trying to pick up the Suzuki Marauder, this red and silver one right here. It's finally going home. It's finally fixed. This is my buddy Marquise, and he's gonna drive the pickup home after we get it. So he'll be behind me in the truck, and I'm hopefully gonna ride this thing home. So let's go catch up with Mario and see what's going on.
I actually got into motorcycles, something that always, even as a kid, looking at magazines, looking at some of the bikes, I pretty much always just knew that I wanted one of the first bikes that I ever liked was one off of one of the magazines, which was a Ducati 996, and I saw it and I was like, oh man, it's like an awesome little bike. When I was actually able to buy my own bike, I actually ended up getting a Ducati 996 as my first bike. It's the one over there in the office. And I always worked on bikes. I always did all my work on my cars and my bikes. I just always liked them. Most of my career, I worked in the power plant industry. I worked as an operator. I'm an engineer. And pretty much my dream job was always just to be a mechanic, work on bikes, just kind of do that for a living. I knew that if I didn't, that I would probably regret not actually giving it a shot. So I started out of the garage, built a couple of initial bikes, did it off of ideas that I'd seen in pictures. Those were the first couple of bikes that I did.
So tell me about what you got going on here.
So this is one of the custom builds that we're doing for one of our clients out in Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1974 CB 354.
CB 350.
It's not
a 4-cylinder 350.
That's right. This is one of our frame-up builds.
Mm-hmm.
We started out with a complete assembly of the bike. We ended up welding out the tail section.
Oh wow! So you actually changed all this up back here?
Yep. So all this basically from the back was manufactured here. We got the electrical trays and then some of the lock-up plates for it. During the process itself is when we remove everything else that we don't want on the bike. So the client wants kickstand to be removed, like the center stand, or passenger peg removals, things like that. It's also where we do some of the internal wiring as well to kind of give it a little bit of a cleaner look. So this is about 80-85% complete at this point.
All new wiring.
Yep, wiring.
It's like a lot of wiring.
Fork seals, we rebuilt the calipers, the bearings, the tires, the net, and then this one's getting the motor gadget package. So what we do is we wire some of the handlebar wiring internally, and we'll do one of the custom wire harnesses all the way out to the back into the motor gadget package. So basically to get all the new electronics.
Sick.
So we actually have the tank and seat over there. It's got a dark blue tank and the seat. Actually put it on there if you want to.
Yeah, let's see it. Yeah, we'll mock it up. That'd be awesome. Quick little mock up here. Let's see how I can see the tank and the color and all. Very cool. Definitely love the blue with the old school vintage brown.
This once it's actually bolted down, it'll be pressed all the way down. So
good deal.
Okay, we'll have our light coming out the frame there from the back.
Oh, nice. So it's gonna be like an LED that wraps right through there. That's beautiful.
Turn signal LED combination.
Nice. Real clean. Have y'all stayed pretty busy during COVID?
We have. Fortunately, we've stayed pretty busy. We've been able to get most people, in and out within a few days for regular maintenance. Most of the delays really just come from shipping. Warehouses being not as staffed as they normally are. But we've been fortunate to have stayed pretty busy through this time.
Would you say this is one of your favorite projects y'all got going on right now?
It's one of my favorite colors so far.
Yeah.
I really like the blue. Our process has changed, you know, from the first couple of bikes that we initially did to this bike. You know, we've done revisions to our work, you know, better ways of doing things. You know, so this is one of the first ones that we did. A lot of the framework before everything got powder coated. So we were actually able to integrate the electrical tray into the frame itself and into the powder coating versus kind of like an afterthought of installing it after the fact.
Yeah.
So now it's like part of the bike.
Cool. So this is Sam. He's the other tech here, and he's the one that did a lot of the work on the Suzuki Marauder for me.
Safety first or somewhere around there.
Hey man, safety third, right? It's on the
I'm
list.
trying to make it more than third. At least second.
It's on the list
It's
somewhere.
It's up there.
Check out our safety third shirts that we got on the website. I'll drop a link in the description.
I'm Sam, and I work here at RestoMoto. I've worked here for about a month now, and now I'm leaving to go back to school. I go to MMI in Orlando, Florida, and I ride every 2 weeks. I leave school at about noon 30 and ride 500 miles up here to see my wife and daughter. Stay for Saturday and leave Sunday, ride 500 miles back to Orlando. So I've been putting tons of interstate boring miles. I was a electrician on F-16 to the Air Force. So like the whole like mechanical, technical bit, I don't know. I like it. It works well. Right now I ride a 2018 Ducati Multistrada 950.
Nice.
And I love it. It's amazing.
Does the job, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good deal.
Somewhere in between like a hardcore adventure bike and like sport touring. So it comes stock with 113 horsepower, 75 foot-pounds of torque, and a whole lot of fun. I get to enjoy what everybody says they love about their bike, no matter what bike they ride. My bike, I love it too. For that same reason, so that's pretty cool. And everybody else inside of that, an old man's bike, including the cops. So
That's a cheeky bonus.
yeah, a little bit. So hey,
Good stuff, man. Well, thanks for catching up with me. How do we start this thing? Key goes in there. Hopefully she's all charged up. She's in neutral. Here we go.
doing that because your fuel cutoff is off.
How about that?
Yeah.
Good deal. Now we go and wake the neighbors up. Mario, man, thanks for everything. Appreciate it.
man.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks
man.
for coming over. Enjoy the ride.
Yeah, y'all
Stay
check
safe.
out RestoMoto over here in West Columbia. If you got any cafe racer projects or really any kind of bike you want to work on, they can do it here. Old Suzuki. Still got some work that needs to be done. We'll get there. All right, here she goes. Oh, this thing sounds so gnarly. Alright, so next the beer's gotta go. We're gonna do a cafe fairing. We're gonna paint this thing probably flat black and get it cleaned up just a bit. reseal the forks, maybe fix this master cylinder or replace it entirely, and we're gonna ride this thing. So, the first ride home on the new Bobber Project bike was a success. It was great catching up with my bro Marquise and Mario and Sam from RestoMoto. It's always awesome to hear the stories of how folks got into riding and the passion behind the work that they put into every project. For you grease monkeys out there that want to hear more about what all repairs they did, be sure to subscribe and we'll be adding that video to this Bobber Build playlist. If you enjoyed this video, consider supporting the channel by checking out our merch site, linked in the description below. And as always, ride fast, pray hard. We'll see you next time. My old man always told me they'll eat your lunch.
Yep.